Well, hello and thank you for joining me for another Alex on Tech and ITY video. I'm here today with Adam Gottlieb. He's the founder and CEO of Teleportivity. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Now, we're here at CeBIT 2018 and you're one of the stands on display. Tell us, what is Teleportivity and how it came into being?
All right, well, Teleportivity is all about humans. Technology, we're talking AI, we're talking IoT, we're talking all these amazing things that are fantastic and automated. But really, part of the presentation I gave today is all about human connection.
Yeah.
And we have an inner fundamental need to connect.
We do.
So we need to utilize technology, especially as fast as it's going, to keep and maintain that connection, because it's actually detrimental to our physical and our mental health.
Yeah.
So on that note, our technology is all about bringing humans into locations and scaling people, virtualizing human beings across locations simultaneously.
And that across time zones, across wherever you might be.
Across time zones, across languages. The technology is great because it really allows you to scale all your very best people anywhere you have a physical base location.
And the other day I was on a plane from Doha to Paris and they had Wi-Fi on the plane, 7 meg down, 1 meg up, and I made a FaceTime call to my mum.
That's pretty
I
good.
couldn't believe it, and I was in a business class cabin so I could get away with it, and I didn't talk for very long, but she was on a bus and I was on a plane. So that's the reality of human life in the 21st century.
It is, and the great thing is in that way the connectivity is becoming much faster.
Yeah.
So it's easier for us to have these connections. We just need to make sure we don't forget about it, because technology can often really kind of miss the whole human piece because we're so... Oh, there we go.
So now hello. Now this is primarily being used for customer support, or what else is it being
So you
used
can
for?
see here actually what Mickey, who's one of the operators for CeBIT today.
Hi, how are you?
So
Good,
Mickey's
thank you.
actually decided, hey, here's a location.
Yep.
I'm going to now go and see if they need assistance.
Sure.
So as if Mickey's walked up to us here at the show, Mickey has now proactively engaged with us.
And this could be in a customer service environment in a store if you need help. It could be in a doctor's office. It could be anywhere.
It could be absolutely anywhere, and Mickey's expertise, Mickey could have a specialization in numerous different areas, and Mickey can also forward us to anyone who's connected to our platform. So we have the ability just through this one area to connect with unlimited staff.
Yeah.
And also what Mickey can do, Mickey, why don't we have a look at a map of the event today?
Yeah, let me draw the map get the map up for you.
Okay.
So you can kind of
So you
see
should be
here.
able to see the map right now.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
We also have a beautiful map of the whole building.
So
And then
it's
we have a QR code of the floor
And
plan.
hold
so you
on
can
that
scan.
one.
yeah.
So with that QR code, I can just get my camera, place it over there, and now I have a whole show guide, because we don't need paper anymore.
Well, it's screen sharing and information sharing on steroids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it allows these remote staff to interact and engage and give you things as if they were there with you.
Are you also enabling this for, say, board members of a company to all have this software on their devices so they can instantly get together, have board meetings?
Yeah, we also have a collaboration model, as well as our more physical on-site presence model. So there are a number of different models that are provided by our channel partners, and the great thing is we've got some fantastic partners on board.
We'll go to that in a second. Is there anything else that our lovely assistant would like to show us?
So, Mickey, why don't we show us a bit of an emoji? Give us a laugh.
Emoji.
Give us a laugh.
I love them.
There you go. Very cool. Very cool.
Give us some.
No, you
Oh!
broke my
Oh, no, it's very sad. Very sad.
And how about, Mickey, why don't put us on pause, wait 5 seconds, then come back again. So let's imagine Mickey was helping us in a customer service environment. She's now gone to talk to a manager.
Yep.
So do you want to pause us, please, Mickey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mickey's pausing us.
Please
She's
hold for a
gone to
moment, yeah.
ask her manager for some advice.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden, let's hope her timing is as good as mine.
Imagine if, ringing Telstra or somebody that you ring, a bank, anybody, it was like this. I mean, you'd have a much better experience.
Exactly.
You wouldn't have that frustration of, you'd probably still be frustrated to some degree because sometimes that's just the nature of, telcos or banks, but it would ease a lot of it, a great deal of it. Yeah.
Exactly. So when Mickey decides to come back, we can go through a few other elements, but something really proprietary to our technology is all about movement.
Yep.
So there are other screens around the location at the moment, and Mickey can actually move to different screens.
In fact, you were telling me before that you could move over a conversation from the tablet environment here straight to your mobile phone. When it's on the phone, that's voice, but can you have the video going there too still?
Yes.
Yes, so you can continue that
It's
seamless.
transferring the video.
Yeah, and of course I could be easily showing something from my camera, so I could say, hey, here's something on my back of my computer, or the flange plate in my engine or whatever it is, and they could be helping like that as well.
I think Mickey's jumped to another screen. She's misunderstood my instructions.
Okay.
But,
Well, just pop over. Well, let's just have a look. Yeah.
Sure. Should we go over to another screen?
Well, just see if she's there first. Oh no, here she's back. She's back. There we go. There we go.
That was a long pause.
That's all right.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what you wanted.
That's
to
all right.
like,
Now-
for a thumbs up or anything.
Okay, well
Now-
that was a good example.
Can I just also ask, are you able to do all of this? And I suppose the answer is yes, but with virtual reality and augmented reality headsets. I guess you're working on it, right? To some
You're
degree.
able to do anything.
Yeah.
Right now, though, we are.
The focus is-
We're a human company.
Yeah.
So we're actually focused on how do I get. I still believe no matter how far technology goes, there is a tipping point.
Yep.
And we do want to connect as human beings. As good as AI will be, as good as IoT will be, we still actually need human beings.
Now we've seen some of these presence bots, like an iPad it's got a stick and it's got wheels at the bottom. I mean, those things seem to be sort of a little bit ahead of their time. Are you doing anything in that regard?
The reason why we've avoided robots is because what we've found is with the technology, you actually need a person to manage it.
Yeah.
So the robot will bump into a wall, someone needs to actually get up and fix it, the
help it,
robot
yeah.
will time out on
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Needs charging.
So effectively it doesn't actually save you staff, it just kind of saves one staff member to fill someone else.
Who
in
needs
that
a
gap.
robot when you've got Mickey anyway, right?
Well, that's it. So our tech.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
So is there more that she should be showing us?
Well, we want to show you movement, but
Yep.
we need to kind of jump to the next screen.
Well,
do you want to?
we can, but can you also move it to your phone? Or
Not at this show.
Not here.
So
yeah,
we
okay.
haven't enabled
Well,
phone.
let's move across.
So Mickey, do you want to jump to the? So just give us a second. We'll move across, and then you can jump to the next screen and show the guys how that works.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. We're moving now.
We're moving.
See you soon.
Thank you. So just pop over here. And there we go.
Hey,
And there she is.
There we go.
and
So
here I am.
effectively, think about it like this: I greet you at the entry point of my business.
Yep.
I then walk back with you into aisle 3, or I meet you at a particular point, so that no matter where these screens are positioned, you've got someone who's going to be amazing at what they do. They're going to engage with you. Your rapport is much stronger because this person isn't just meeting us at one point;
Yeah.
they're meeting us all across the
It
location.
reminds me in Man of Steel when Russell Crowe is Superman's father, Jor-El, I think, and Kal-El, and he's
My favourite movie.
And he's in the
Actually, not Man of Steel, but the original.
Yeah, yeah. Well, in this particular remake, you've got Russell Crowe as the father, and he's giving advice to his son Superman. And as Superman is wandering through the
Kal-El.
ship, Kal-El is Superman. But as he's wandering through the ship, Russell Crowe as the father is sort of popping up nearby him to give him extra information. So it's kind of like a 3D holographic version of this, which you'll probably have, maybe this time next year or maybe in 10 years.
Effectively, I mean, there are a lot of technologies you can build into this.
Yeah.
And we're building all the time with some really exciting stuff that's in our roadmap.
So what is the technology behind this? I can see it's an iPad, but what's the underlying technology? And then you were mentioning partners before. What's the sort of sales model behind it?
Okay, so effectively we've built this technology from the ground up.
Yep.
The fundamental kind of video application is WebRTC.
So it's not using FaceTime or Google Hangouts.
It's not using FaceTime, Google Hangouts.
So it's standards based.
It's standard from a video point of view. However, the customizations have taken us 2.5 years.
Right, yeah.
With a massive development team to do that.
Yep.
Because we haven't just built a one-to-one or a one-to-group video application. We've built an application that can effectively run on hundreds of thousands of screens with thousands and thousands of users running it simultaneously. Yeah.
And the bandwidth requirement probably has been very low because you've compressed it.
Yeah,
and
bandwidth
made
is,
sure-
we've worked, took us 9 months to, you can see here how clear
It's clear and
the
sharp.
resolution
It's
is,
great,
the
yeah.
latency. So if Mickey moves around, the experience really is a real person.
Yep.
From a broadband perspective, 15 megabits up and down is what we like. We have used the technology on 10,
Yep.
which is still fine.
And then if you're on a mobile phone, it would just compress it further based on the amount of bandwidth your 4G has.
You'd either compress it, but I've got to say, with the way 4G is going,
Yeah,
it's
it can
far-
do-
it's-
it can do
it's-
15
it's
meg no
generally
work.
25 megabits up and down now.
Yeah.
So we run these on 4G all the time, as good if not better than what you're seeing today.
And so the distribution model.
So the model, the great thing is we've got a great partner in New Zealand, Ingram Micro. And
They're here in Australia too?
Yeah, and they're in
Yeah.
Australia as well, but we're based in Australia, we're not dealing with them at the moment.
Yep.
But our model is channel, so we have channel partners who provide the technology on our behalf and work with our end user clients to really transform the experience they have across their locations.
And what is the company looking at roughly? Obviously, it's different for each company depending on what the resources and screens, but what's the pricing model?
The pricing model is so from the technology that we provide, you're talking about hundreds of dollars. It's a very, very low cost model. We're disrupting the whole video space and it's turnkey. So On the screen side, all I need is a broadband connection and power to operate the system. Same with the operator side. So Mickey just needs a PC and broadband and power, and she can be up and running in seconds.
And there's some sort of cloud-based infrastructure or system in the back end that you are connecting people through.
Yes.
And there's presumably some monthly cost for that, as there would be.
So it's a monthly SaaS model.
Yeah. Which
so
is
that's
the
the way the
standard.
solution works. But because we've built it from the ground up, we're able to consolidate it. So no matter how much video you're doing, we don't charge you any additional fees.
Is there anything else we should know about the technology at this moment?
Right now, I just think that being in the tech space, what's really important to remember is we are human, and as great as technology is, and as fantastic and as automated it's making our lives, we can't neglect the human element, because there is a massive isolation and loneliness problem in our society right now. We have never actually been lonelier as a society.
Yeah.
We're working in the university space, and it's amazing that even today, with all the technology, 70% of foreign students feel significantly isolated and lonely.
Everyone is together, but they're alone.
Everyone's together, but they're alone. So how do we get great people like Mickey today? How do we get great people to engage all across my locations, to be friendly, to be happy, to want to provide that level of engagement that we all crave when we walk into someone's doors? When I walk into your home, I want engagement, I want a nice meal, I want an experience. So when we walk into a university campus, we walk into a building, we walk into a school, we walk into a government office, it's healthy for us to have a level of good human engagement. And that's what we're about, guys.
Well, Adam, thank you very much for your time, and I wish you the best of luck with the rest of the show and the business.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.